All right, so you sent us a ton of articles about this swimmer, Pan Zhanle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. So we're going to go dive deep, no pun intended,
Right.
into his training, his mindset, the whole thing,
Yeah.
to try and understand what's making him break all these records.
Mm.
We know you're fascinated by peak performance, and trust me, his story is fascinating.
It is, yeah.
So what makes him so special? That's what we want to find out.
Well, for starters, he's only 20 years old.
Oh, wow.
And he just clocked a 46.4-second 100-meter freestyle.
Hold on. 20 years old.
20 years old.
That's insane. He's barely out of high school to be competing at this level.
Oh, no, it's really remarkable.
What's the bigger picture here? Where does that time put him historically?
It puts him among the fastest the world has ever seen.
Wow.
And what I find really interesting is he's using these World Cup competitions as more than just races.
Right.
They're like his personal labs.
Ooh, I like that.
A way to test and refine his technique on the fly.
So smart. Like every competition is just another stepping stone to something bigger.
Exactly.
To be performing like this at such a young age, I mean, his mental game must be off the charts.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
It's almost unnerving how calm and collected he is under pressure.
Wow.
You know, remember, he was a world championship finalist before he became a world record holder.
Right.
It's like a seamless transition.
Yeah.
Almost as if the pressure just fuels him.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
His early exposure to high-stakes competition has really shaped his mental toughness.
So it's not just talent. It's that he thrives on that pressure.
Exactly.
But let's talk technique for a second.
Sure.
I was blown away by how much emphasis he puts on efficiency.
Yeah.
It's not just swimming hard, it's swimming smart.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Pan and his coaches are obsessed with video analysis. They break down every element of his swim, minimizing drag, perfecting his turns, even how he moves underwater.
Really?
You're literally squeezing milliseconds out of his performance.
Yeah. It's like a Formula One team, constantly tweaking and testing for that perfect lap.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
What does that actually look like in practice, though?
Well, for instance, his underwater dolphin kick is a game changer.
Okay.
Most swimmers, they use it for a short burst off the wall.
Right, right.
But Pan has extended his underwater phase, and they've worked on maximizing his propulsion with every kick.
Wow.
It gives him a huge advantage over competitors who surface sooner.
It's like he's found a shortcut that no one else has seen. He's not just faster in the water, he's spending more time gliding through it, where there's less resistance.
Exactly.
But here's a curveball.
Okay.
I read that he's doing a ton of long-distance training. Why would a sprinter be swimming 400 and 800 meters?
Right.
Seems counterintuitive.
It might seem that way, but it's all about stamina.
Okay.
You see that stamina allows him to maintain his speed in the second half of the 100-meter race.
Right.
Most sprinters fade towards the end, but Pan just keeps going strong.
So he's training to be fast longer.
Exactly.
That's a whole different strategy.
It is. And this bleeds into his race strategy, too.
Oh, interesting.
He's incredibly disciplined, sticking to his pace, no matter what the other swimmers are doing.
Wow.
It's like he's running his own race.
Yeah. That mental toughness really shows up. Which makes me think about another famous Chinese swimmer, Sun Yang. Two totally different approaches, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sun Yang was known for his raw power in longer distances.
Right?
But his career was marked by, well, let's just say some drama.
Yeah. Right.
Whereas Pan seems to be all about this quiet intensity, relentless pursuit of perfection. He's like a machine.
Yeah.
In a good way.
In the best way possible.
In the best way.
Yeah. And it's working.
Yeah.
The articles you sent hint that he might even break his own record soon.
Hold on. Are we watching someone redefine the limits of what's possible in swimming?
It's starting to look that way. Okay. Now we're getting to the good stuff. This is what I love about these deep dives, uncovering these stories of dedication and innovation. But hold on.
Right.
We've only just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
We're seeing the future of swimming unfold right in front of us. But what's so fascinating to me is that it's not just about physical strength.
No.
It's like he's playing chess in the pool,
Right.
Always thinking 3 steps ahead.
He understands the nuances of the sport, on a level that most swimmers don't reach until much later in their careers. And he's combining that deep knowledge with this incredible mental strength.
I see what you mean.
He doesn't just react to the race, he controls it.
This brings us back to you listening in.
Yeah.
You're all about peak performance. And I think there's a lot we can learn from Pan Zhanle's journey.
Absolutely.
So what stands out to you?
Well, there's some powerful takeaways here
Yeah.
that apply way beyond the swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
First, Pan embodies this idea of constant improvement.
Yeah.
He's never satisfied, always searching for those tiny gains that add up to something incredible.
Yeah.
His commitment to video analysis and feedback is just one example.
Embracing that growth mindset.
Exactly.
Always striving for that next level, no
Yeah.
matter how small the improvement might seem.
Right.
But how does that translate to mental toughness in a high-pressure environment like a world championship race?
That's where his training regimen comes in.
Okay.
His coach incorporates mindfulness and visualization techniques into their sessions.
Really?
So before every big race, Pan walks himself through the entire event in his mind,
Whoa!
visualizing every stroke, every turn, even the cheers of the crowd.
He's mentally prepared for anything.
He is.
So he's training his mind to stay calm
Right.
and focused under pressure.
Exactly. It's like a mental rehearsal for success.
And this mental fortitude, we see it time and time again in top performers across different fields.
Yeah,
They're not just physically gifted, they've mastered the mental game.
absolutely. And that's lesson number 2.
Okay, I like it.
Training your mind is just as crucial as training your body.
Building that inner resilience, that ability to bounce back from setbacks and stay focused on your goals.
Yeah.
But Pan's story also highlights the importance of strategy, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about working hard, it's about working smart.
It is his approach to training his race strategy.
Yeah.
Everything is meticulously planned and executed.
Like his decision to focus on long-distance training.
Exactly.
That was a strategic move to build endurance, and it's paid off massively.
Yeah.
He's not just reacting to the race.
Yeah.
He's dictating the pace. He's controlling the narrative.
It's like he's playing 4D chess while everyone else is still playing checkers.
And that's something anyone can apply to their life,
Right.
whether you're an athlete, an artist, an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Understand your strengths,
Mm-hmm.
identify your weaknesses, and develop a strategy that plays to your advantage.
That's the power of strategic thinking.
And that's another key takeaway from Pan's journey. This is what makes these deep dives so rewarding.
Yeah.
We start with a story about a swimmer,
Right.
and we end up uncovering these universal truths about success,
It's about connecting those dots, seeing the bigger picture.
about pushing boundaries, about the power of the human spirit.
And in Pan's case, that picture is incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
He's already accomplished so much at such a young age.
I know, it's crazy.
It makes you wonder what he's capable of achieving in the years to come.
He's rewriting the record books.
Yeah.
And he's just getting started. It really makes you think, if this level of success comes from blending physical ability with strategic thinking and mental resilience,
Mm-hmm.
what other fields could benefit from this approach?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
We tend to think of innovation as these, sudden breakthroughs.
Right.
But Pan's story reminds us that it's often the result of consistent effort,
Yeah.
meticulous planning, and a willingness to push beyond perceived limitations.
Like that old saying, the harder I work, the luckier I get. But there's also something to be said for natural talent.
Right? Of course, there's always an element of something special in those who reach the pinnacle of their field.
Yeah.
But as we've seen with Pan, that magic is often built on a foundation of hard work, strategic thinking, and an unwavering belief in one's own potential.
And that brings us to this idea that anyone can tap into their potential if they've got the right mindset, the right approach.
Right.
It's just so inspiring to see someone like Pan Zhanle not just breaking these records, but redefining what's possible.
Yeah, it's not just about individual achievement either.
Right.
His success has brought so much attention back to Chinese swimming. It's inspiring a whole new generation of athletes.
It's that ripple effect.
Exactly.
One person's dedication can spark a whole movement.
And in a sport where, fractions of a second matter,
Oh, yeah.
Pan's just relentless, this pursuit of perfection. It pushes the boundaries of what we thought humans could do.
He's setting a new standard, not just for China, but for swimmers all over the world. And it's a powerful reminder that those records, they're made to be broken.
They are. And before we wrap up, I want to give a shout out to you, our listener.
Yes.
Your curiosity is what makes these deep dives possible. Thank you for sharing these articles with us.
We're so glad you took us along on this journey with Pan Zhanle.
Yeah.
We started with this incredible story,
Mm.
and we ended up exploring these universal truths about success that apply to any field, really.
It's been fascinating to unpack all the elements.
Yeah.
His training, his mindset, his approach.
So we hope this deep dive has inspired you, to keep pushing your own boundaries, to keep learning, keep exploring.
Pan Zhanle's journey is far from over.
Oh, yeah.
And we can't wait to see what he does next.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be doing a deep dive on your incredible story.
Right.
Keep diving deep into the world. You never know what you might find.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.